After 3 terms, close to 11 years in office, Ada County Sheriff Gary Raney will hold that title just one more day before leaving Idaho with a job for the Department of Justice. And tonight, Gary Raney joining us with, we'll look forward and a look back. Good to have you here.
Thank you. And the good news is I'm not leaving Idaho, only for moments in time.
That's right. We'll talk a little bit about that. But first, tomorrow, your last day after close to 11 years on the job. What's that going to feel like for you?
You know, it's changed. It's definitely strange. Really, 31 years with Sheriff's Office.
Sure. Right.
And I never thought I would be sheriff, but it's been such a great career. So many opportunities to help people really when they need help the most. And I look back and I could not imagine a greater time that I could have had. And it's tough to leave it. It's tough to leave the friends. It's tough to leave all of those things. But there comes a time for everything, and new opportunities are on the horizon.
Biggest accomplishment, you think, in your time as sheriff? What would you point out?
I think taking the sheriff's office really, government and business are two different things, but I think taking the sheriff's office to a level of professionalism where we're really using research and data to make sure we make the right decisions. So when we do something, we're saying, all right, are we really affecting crime? Are we really affecting traffic crashes? Are we really affecting whatever level of service that is to the community? It sounds kind of basic, but a lot of times government doesn't really do that.
It really is. It can be hard to do. It's statistics, and statistics can go any way you want a lot of times.
Yeah, and the key is to choose those that you don't affect.
Right.
Like public calling in, we don't really affect that.
Right.
But it's a measure of our service.
Let's talk about recent events, the Dees murder case, and that wrapping up as it did relatively quickly has to be a load off your mind as you head out.
It did. Such a horrible murder. There was no reason whatsoever that those people had to die, and the Welp family just being the most gracious family that we could imagine working with, and it was good, and they really made the decision that they wanted to see life in prison and not go through all of the appeals of a death sentence. We certainly supported that, and he'll stay out there in the penitentiary for the rest of his life where he should be, but we can never do anything to bring those 3 lives back.
Just briefly, as you move forward, what are you going to be doing with the Department of Justice? If you can tell us, encapsulate what you'll be doing for different agencies around the country.
Yeah. So just recently, they formed a unit in the Department of Justice to help criminal justice jurisdictions improve. So it's all by request, so they ask for help. The idea is to use research and data, much like we have in the Sheriff's Office. That's kind of how I got there, to go in and figure out what is the best practice to the problem solving. Maybe it's violence, maybe it is jail overcrowding, any of a number of things as you can imagine. So coming in, using that research, using that data, and most of my role is taking all that and really making it happen at that local level. But we get to stay here living in Idaho. That was one of the things we didn't want to leave. A little bit of travel to it, but
yeah.
The chance to really continue making an impact, and that's thrilling.
It works out great as you get to stay in the state of Idaho, and we appreciate you being here for all these years and your service. Thanks so much for joining us tonight.
It's been great.
Good luck to you.
All right, thank you very much.
All right.